Coming at you again with another update video. This is on my portable budget exhibition layout. It's a 4-foot by 28-inch module that I'm going to be bringing to my county fair as a display. As you can see, since the last video, it's really come along quite a bit. Since the last video, I've added a lot of buildings. The town streets are now completely booked, so I can't add anything else. And I think it looks pretty good. I also have some cars down there. There's a fire truck I painted. And most of these buildings I did paint myself, and a couple of them I still do need to repaint. That would namely be the theater over there and that little cycling shop. But those should be pretty easy to do since they're small buildings. Down here we have a little sort of, I'm not sure, like yard, just like an area with random stuff. I'm gonna add more like junk and dirt on this sort of driveway thing, but right now I have a abandoned like truck. There's a crate, there's a little fire alarm, and this is right next to the freight station. I also added some electrical poles. Those were purchased in like a bucket for $2, so that saved me a lot of money. The truck is just a Matchbox truck. The box I think I got for free, and the fire alarm is a Plasticville item that I got in a big box for also like $4. There's also a fence, which I added, and I have to add a pole on the end of there, but that should be easy. And that was also purchased for like $2 in like a big box. It's like an Atlas fence, I think. The rustic fence, that's what it's called. Over here, this is sort of like the parking lot for the train station. I'm working on a scene with this concession stand. So there's like people that will pull up and park, and I'm gonna add people like in a line, getting food. There's also a lamppost right there, and a fence sort of protecting people from that cliff face. And there will be another fence by the track side. Over here, there's a water tower now. I don't know if that was there in the last video, I don't remember, but there's ballast in the yard, which very badly needs to be weathered because it looks like sand. There's also trees now. I forgot to mention that. They're not all glued in, as you can tell by this one, which is leaning. Yeah, it doesn't want to play. But I'm just kind of putting them down to see what they look like before I glue them in place. So far, I think it looks pretty good. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it for like updates, but the main things that need to get done are the backdrop, because right now it's just sky and there needs to be like mountains and trees and what have you. The river, which is just blue paint at the moment, which doesn't really look very good. The trees in this back area are missing. There's like a log cabin, and I'm gonna have some fishermen out there with that boat. And then the last like big thing is probably the wiring. All the buildings, like if I pick up one of these, there's little light bulb holders beneath every single building. It's just that I don't have the sort of control box thingamajig ready yet. So once that's built, I'm gonna wire everything up and add switches so the lights will be toggleable. And yeah, once I do those three things, as well as some like ballasting and minor adjustments here and there, I think this will be pretty much done. I'm really happy with how it's coming out so far, and it feels pretty good to make a pretty good looking module after years of not having a good layout of any kind. Especially because I just have so many materials to use and they've just all been sitting around. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and it'd be nice if you could subscribe, because I think I'm like 5 away from 100. So that would be cool. Anyways, have a good night.